So today's back day. This is week 9 of the cut. I have no idea. Honestly, at this point, the weeks just kind of blur together. So back day, this is about, so I guess the start of week 9, I believe. It's either week 9 or week 10. But yeah, overall, cut is still going pretty good. I think I touched on this last week, but I've kind of plateaued right at a certain weight, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, especially for me, because this is the first, real, I guess, cut / bulk cycle. I'm about to dome this trash can. Didn't. We're good. This is the first, cut bulk cycle that I've done. All right, new spot. There was a trash truck that I was inevitably in the way of. Anyways, so week 9, and I think I touched on this last week. I've kind of plateaued a little bit. So over the weekend, I did a little bit of a refeed. One thing when you plateau that really you need to look at is, do you either reduce your calories or up your cardio? And where I'm at in my cut, reducing my calories and or upping my cardio is really tricky. Because if I reduce my calories anymore, I think I'm going to start to lose muscle mass, which is not what I want to do at all. And then if I increase my cardio, it's going to start to kind of hinder my recovery. So, I don't know. And I definitely could, like I did. I think what I'll end up doing is 2 days out of the week, I'll do 10 minutes extra of cardio. So yesterday I did 10 minutes extra. And then I think later in the week, I'll kind of do a similar thing. But yeah, this is my first real bulk / cut where I'm really tracking my calories, tracking my protein intake, everything like that. So a lot of that, I was going to say unfortunately, but not really unfortunately, because it's not a bad thing. It's just part of the journey, part of the learning process, is finding out what works for me. Because I feel like there's so much information out there, but everybody has a different body, and what's going to work for somebody isn't going to work for you. So I kind of had to find what worked for me. It's the same thing with just formulating a workout plan or anything like that. So, yeah, I did a refeed over the weekend, and so I'm not going to be weighing myself, or I'm going to be trying not to weigh myself the next couple of days, because I think that'll fuck with my brain. If I weigh myself and I see my weight up, I'll be like, oh, all my progress that I made is gone. Where that's not true, but let me be. Let me be. That's the way my brain works. So, yeah, that's kind of where we're at. I do think a lot of the plateauness, I'm inventing that word, that I'm seeing is just strictly water retention. I do hold on to water quite a bit, and I think that just means I'm dehydrated. So I really need to just focus on drinking more water, stuff like that. But that being said, we're going to get in there. We're going to hit a back day. We're going to go super hard, per usual. And yeah, I'll pick you guys back up after the right, so cardio's done. The back day is also done. So, yeah, overall, really solid lift. One thing that I was kind of thinking about during the lift itself is really like, and I guess it's kind of the same with the cut versus the bulk, because you still have, I guess with the cut's a lot more mental. There is an aspect that plays into the bulk as well, but I'd say the cut is a lot more mentally taxing and honestly physically taxing as well than the bulk, because you're just very drained the entire time. But even with bulking as well, it's always like you have that feeling of full when you're on a bulk, and you still have to eat that one more meal, or you still have to eat that 50 grams of protein or whatever it is. Whereas the cut, it's more of that, like, you have to be hungry and almost be comfortable with just being a little bit hungry. And it's really kind of like, I don't really know the right word, but it's all on you at the end of the day. And that's what I was kind of thinking about during the lift and kind of during cardio, is more so during the cut. It's you have to be self-motivated for both of them. And like, there's no one, when you get done with your lift, when you go home and you're eating your meals, 7 o'clock rolls around, you've hit your protein, you've hit your caloric intake for the day, but you're still hungry. There's no one out there that's telling you, don't go eat this food. Don't go into your pantry and grab a handful of whatever it is that you want. And it's really down to you. And you have to like almost win those little tiny battles against yourself of saying, no, I don't need this food and I don't need this. And my goals are more important than this little bit of satisfaction right now. And that's honestly one thing that I love. I love that kind of being able to look back and see those really small wins. And that's really important, especially in bodybuilding, I think, because there's always that end goal in sight. I mean, you're working towards that end physique, that end body weight, whatever it is, that end body fat percentage, that new PR, whatever that goal is. And I feel like me, personally, I get lost in the end goal and I don't see the growth that I've made along the way. And the last couple of weeks, I've kind of been mentally down on myself because I've plateaued and I've been like, dude, this is ass. Like, I feel like I'm doing everything that I can. I feel like I'm working hard and I'm not going anywhere. What more can I do? And then it kind of hit me today during my lift. I looked back and I was like, dude, I'm rowing 135 for 3 sets of 10. Whereas in the bodybuilding world, yeah, that's not crazy weight. That's not a ton of weight by any means. But in my own personal world, like, that's crazy. A year ago, I wouldn't have even thought about rowing 135 for reps. So even just looking at the progress that I've made over the past year, I mean, that's a huge win in as itself. And I feel like it's really important to see those wins, but then also see the end goal as well. So like, I see the win and I'm like, that's awesome. But my end goal, I'm still working towards that, whatever. But yeah, now that fucking tangent is over with, I'm gonna go eat some food. I've been pushing my meals to try and keep them past 12 o'clock. And I mean, it's 12:20 right now. So that's pretty solid. So I'll go eat my meals, finish my protein for the day, and hit the lift again tomorrow. So I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.